Good morning. It's Tuesday, January 13th, 2015. This is Tech Talk Today, episode 115. My name is Chris.
And I'm Angela.
Hey, Angela. Good
Hi.
morning.
Hi, good morning.
So how's your drive over? You good? You get here? You got the ants? Everything set away?
Yep.
Okay, so those of you who haven't been following, Angela is currently the mommy of an ant farm. She's taking it today to show and tell at our son's school. And she's a little weirded out, so she might have the creepy crawlies during the show today.
Yeah, I did the whole way here. Every 5 seconds, I would reach over and I'd push down on the lid just to make sure. Like, I probably should have taped it before I left.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know.
Because, you just put it in a box, and if they're just going to crawl out of the box, it's an open box.
But they're in the thing. I think they can lift like 1,000 times their weight, which scares the crap out of me, which means they could probably get the lid open, especially if they're all band together.
They've been working on it for about I don't know, almost 42 hours now. So,
yeah.
So we have our first story here that's going to help you kind of not think about the ants, because it's a story that's in your wheelhouse.
Okay.
So this is going to help. So to get started,
I hope it has something to do with Facebook. Oh, sweet.
So to get started, we should probably bring in our panel of experts. Time appropriate greetings, Mumble Room.
Hello.
Hello.
I'd be more scared about those ants if they were spiders.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, Eric, you had to go there.
That's so gross.
Now I'm gonna be googling a spider habitat.
Farm? Yeah.
Oh no, really? No, don't do it.
Actually, I want a caterpillar so we can do butterflies.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
All right, so let's stop talking about bugs and let's talk about Facebook,
Okay.
which is full of bugs.
Yeah.
What do you
Turns
think
out.
of this? Introducing Amber Alerts right up in your Facebook feed. So they're going to use your geolocation, and when there's an Amber Alert going down in your business, the same ones that buzz. So I guess not everybody probably listening knows what an Amber Alert is. Maybe I'll back up. So an Amber Alert is this alert that goes off on everybody's cell phone unless you turn it off, that is crazy-ass loud, crazy-ass scary, to let you know that when a child has been kidnapped. Now, also here in Washington State and in many other states, we're also rolling out soon, or considering rolling out, something called Silver Alert, which is for when old people get lost.
Oh my gosh.
So this would probably also eventually show up in your Facebook feed. So, Ange, what do you think about the Amber Alerts in your social networking feeds? And think about it like this before you answer.
Okay.
Well, because I think your initial reaction is, oh my gosh, this is stupid, I don't need this, my phone's going off. But you actually sometimes find news and information in your feed, so...
Okay, so you wanted to try to answer that for me?
Well, I was just wondering, is that your...
Here's the deal.
Yeah.
So when I got my first Amber Alert on my phone, I was like, what the heck was that? My phone doesn't make that sound, right?
Right, yes.
And then
Very
I figured out what it was, and I was like, no. I opted out. Because, I don't like that it's opt-out. It should be opt-in. But I opted out of that. And it's primarily because I am on social media all the time. And I see the articles that say this person is kidnapped.
Right.
And so I do get that. And then in Washington State, they're really good about putting license plate numbers on the reader boards as we're driving down the freeway and stuff.
Right.
So I am okay with this.
Yeah.
I am okay with the Facebook feed.
Yeah.
They can inject that in there.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Mumble Room, anybody have a counter take on that?
The thing. I don't have a counter. I'm agreeing with Angela.
Go ahead,
here.
that's fine then.
Because it's one of those things where the safety of the children should come first, anyways. So I'm glad to see that, and I think it'll be very helpful. Even though my friends all repost any Amber Alerts they see, which is kind of crazy, but still.
I guess maybe this gives it more of an official flair too, so it's legit.
It's also better targeted, right?
Yeah,
if they're using your actual location, because I think they're just doing are the Amber Alerts just sent to the state of Washington, or is it based on your registered address?
It's based on your location, and I think
it's based on your location.
Well, but
where
how
do you think
much?
the vehicle's headed?
Well, they can base it on the cellular tower even.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay, cell tower makes sense.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was going to say, because 360 and 425 numbers are all over Washington.
No, it's based on the location of the phone.
Oh, well, that's cool.
I also have a 208 number, which is Idaho, so it's just like...
Yeah.
I know that because Idaho.
Idaho?
Yeah. So I get alerts for, the Seattle area because I'm in Seattle, so...
Yeah.
Or that area.
Wow. Okay, hold on. Base Freak, tell me about how you enjoy getting Amber Alerts on your phone. I got to hear this.
I actually like getting Amber Alerts on my phone just so I know, that there is a child that's been kidnapped and, to watch out for the car. And I think Facebook would actually be okay for me, too.
Yeah. I actually don't mind it either. Here's what I do mind, and this is me being a get off my lawn kind of guy, is I worry that it starts with Amber Alert, then it becomes a Silver Alert, then it becomes Terrorism Alert, then it becomes Government Bulletin Notice Citizen, and it becomes like over time, it just becomes
1984.
In a way.
Well, what I was thinking is that phone will constantly be making that emergency alert sound, so it's all like going off all the time if that's the case, and then you just kind of get immune to it.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
But,
the thing
my fear is yeah, exactly. And actually, before I go on 1984, there is already pushback here in Washington State about issuing a Silver Alert because they are worried about alert fatigue already. And so that natural pushback will probably do a self-correction. It will probably even out, and so that way it doesn't go too far. So I think overall it's a good thing.
I'm worried about my Facebook feed. Like, there's already a lot of injected sponsored ads, and so now they get to add this without, removing an ad. So is my feed really going to be what I want to look at, or is it going to be a bunch of alerts and crap?
I agree. That's another problem, but we'll see what happens.
Well, also I'm thinking, Silver Alert just sounds a little bit ageist, if you ask me. Just the name of it. Just the name.
There are days I wish they put one out on me, but I love the term. I love the term alert fatigue.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. In fact, that if you want to suggest a title, you can bang suggest alert fatigue.
Yeah, no kidding.
Facebook alert fatigue, Amber alert, whatever.
Did you want to call in somebody?
He just said it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right, well, then we'll move on to the next story. This one really has me worked up. So we're all probably pretty familiar with the tragic shootings that happened in Paris, the ensuing chase, and the ensuing also deaths. It's I think 17 total now. In the wake of that, never missing an opportunity to seize upon, the British Prime Minister has been suggesting that messaging apps that they do not have the ability to look into, so things like iMessage, WhatsApp, Telegram, should be banned.
Wow.
Probably PGP as well.
Yeah. And this is just disgusting. It's disgusting the way they jump on top of this. It's a topic I'm probably going to go into some depth on Filter this week on Wednesday. But the statement comes as many European politicians are demanding that internet companies like Google and Facebook provide greater information about people's online activities after several recent terrorist threats, including the attacks in Paris. Now, is there any indication that these terrorist attacks, that having access to iMessage and WhatsApp would have prevented these attacks? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. So he says, are we going to allow a means of communication which simply isn't possible to read? Mr. Cameron said on Event in Monday in references to things like WhatsApp, Snapchat. My answer to that question is no, we must not.
Ian Gogo says it won't work because of the general election. Do you want to elaborate?
Yeah, a lot of our news sites have been saying the Prime Minister wants to ban WhatsApp. When young people in the United Kingdom start hearing that, they won't want to vote for his party because of what he said just then.
How close are the elections?
Pretty close, I'd say.
Oh, interesting dynamic then. Interesting. Well, that's a good thing then, isn't it?
Great way to lose the young voters, if you ask me.
Yeah. But, when people are scared, you do have a limited window where you can do a lot of things. I mean, the Patriot Act was passed in the United States of America. The Patriot Act, which essentially is counter to the core principles of the country. And that happened, in the light of a tragedy. A lot of amazing things can happen in the name of a tragedy.
So I like WWNSX because on the faux show Sunday, we talked about the Buy Nothing site.
Yeah.
Or buynothingproject.org.
Great.
And I mentioned that a lot of the groups can be found on Facebook. And he's like, all right, I'm done. Not going to do it. Right?
Yeah.
And then just now he had just as witty of a comment. He said, I heard they want the Statue of Liberty back because, freedom should be curtailed.
Yeah. Backsies. Yeah.
Backsies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sick about this. And any restrictions that would happen would not take effect until 2016 at the earliest, and it remained unclear how the British government could stop people from using these apps.
Right.
They'd probably work with the ISPs that already have content filtering in place, I would imagine. Yeah. Not happy about that, but we'll keep an eye on it.
Well, I'm pretty confident something else will evolve. Like, isn't that? I'm trying to think of the language in England that the guys came up with so they could talk and the police wouldn't understand them.
Yeah, kind of like a Pig Latin kind of thing where you
use code.
Yeah. Well, or think about the internet equivalent of that would be peer-to-peer distribution where it's all just noise, right? And you can't ascertain what anything is. You can't distinguish it. And things like BitMessage are not great for instant communication, but the idea is there. It's funny as we watched Bitcoin over 2014, and it was kind of a wild ride. But one of the things that I think Bitcoin has cemented as really works is the distributed blockchain model, where you can have a hash table that everybody has a copy of that can be totally secure. It's a distributed database. It has a self-correction system built in, and that can be used. It's being used right now to distribute numbers that represent coins, but it could easily just be used to distribute messaging if you could make it a little faster. And once you go to a system like that, it's not going to matter what kind of, unless the ISP just want to shut down traffic in general. So the farther they push it, the more the technology community will respond with solutions that, honestly, they are just not fast enough to answer. So we'll see what happens. Speaking of moving fast, man, Apple is just killing it in the laptop sales. Apple saw an increase in its U.S. PC shipment sales during the recent holiday quarter. The reason why I thought this was newsworthy is because Apple kind of had a lackluster second half of the year due to delays in Intel's Broadwell processors. And so I kind of thought that would kill Apple's sales a little bit. Apple shipped over 2.1 million Macs in Q4 for 2014. That's up from 1.9 in Q3, making 11.5% increase. Though the company's shipments were up, its growth rate slightly tailed overall, resulting in a share of 11.7%, down from 11.9 a year ago. But looking at this, Apple is now easily ranked the number 3 above Lenovo in PC shipments.
Nice.
That's crazy. That's crazy. HP and Dell, probably because of business markets, are still kicking their ass. And Lenovo is not too far behind, but nipping. Lenovo is currently experiencing better growth in recent quarters. So if the Lenovo's pace keeps up, they may surpass Apple, but we'll see.
I just have to say, forgive me, Mumble Room, for I have sinned. I have supported that.
You've contributed to that?
Yeah.
Angela.
Bad Angela.
So there you go. The PC market continues to be an enigma. But somehow, the market's not dead yet. Those tablets haven't killed it.
It's not dead yet.
And it's not dead yet. All right, we were talking about artificial intelligence on the pre-show today. The Future of Life Institute wants humanity to be a little careful when developing really, really smart machines. There's been several really high names, Stephen Hawking, and now Elon Musk, Tesla Motors CEO, has voiced their concerns that we shouldn't allow artificial intelligence to run amok. Elon Musk says one can imagine such a technology outsmarting financial markets, out-inventing human researchers, and out-manipulating human leaders, and developing weapons we cannot even understand. Stephen Hawking said, whereas in the short-term impact of AI depends on who controls it, the long-term depends on whether it can be controlled at all. So, Angela, what do you think about the possibility that we could build computer systems that are so smart that they would become frustrated with how dumb and slow and error-prone we are, and decide that the most logical and best case would be to replace us?
Annihilate.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was watching a compilation video of robots that were made by us. You know, like
really?
Cool.
I
it was great. It was I couldn't find the actual video, but like it was a Cheeto feeder, and it like starts bashing in the mannequin's head, and you've seen the hot dog or the ketchup car, and then it squeezes, and it's like all over ketchup all over the hot dog.
I don't think I've seen that.
No? Oh man,
I love that you're just watching these robot videos. That's
I know.
Great.
No, it was just a compilation of short videos of people that made robots that failed, and like one of them was going up the stairs, went up 2, and then it kind of just fell over.
Oh man, that's
Art
good
of
stuff.
Music in the chat room. Terminator.
Yeah.
If the artificial intelligence took us all and put us on, instead of ant farms, people farms, where I had all of my little comforts and I could dig tunnels, where's the downside of that?
Well, I mean, seriously, I think
like Minecraft.
I think there is seriously the possibility that could happen.
Oh my gosh,
what?
I want to open the first Minecraft like adventure place.
Right, where you just live in there?
Just tons of blocks.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
Yeah.
Make it like 30 levels deep.
Always be the couple of weirdos that are trying to chew their way out of the lid, but other than that,
All right, so just right here, your Tech Talk today noted that humanity has been warned. The convenience will be our downfall. However, my roll of the dice would be all of us alive right now are fine.
I don't know. Yeah, this is Astro Boy.
We'll get the honeymoon period. We're going to get the honeymoon period. It's the next couple of generations that are so screwed. Sorry, guys.
Our children are screwed.
Well, maybe, or their children.
We just need. You know what sucks is that, like, if you think of all the sci-fi movies that we see, like, robots are possible, but Superman is not.
Right.
Right?
Right. This is the problem.
Seriously.
The villain can exist, but there will never be a superhero.
This is what Elon Musk is saying. And so,
Except for Neo.
well, or you could take. There could be a market opportunity. You could, you could be the real John Connor if you just start. You might be like, maybe there's like a startup business opportunity where you can get some VC funding for this, and to fight off the robot apocalypse. You could probably get a backing for that.
I bet you could do a Kickstarter about that.
If you're on the go and you need to remotely control your Google-powered robot, good news for you iOS users, Google has launched Chrome Remote Desktop for iOS. Now, we've covered this on Linux Action Show. You can actually get an extension for Chrome that gives you remote access to your computer using the Chrome web browser. But it wasn't available to mobile users on iOS. Now it is.
I'm still thinking about my Minecraft idea. Yeah. My head is just spinning.
That would be a great show.
Literally, you'd rent a warehouse. You would make stairs all the way to the top of it and have all the blocks, stacked up so that it is levels deep. And then you'd be attached to one of those harnesses that hang from the ceiling so you could jump. Yeah, so you could bounce.
Be like low gravity and stuff.
Yeah, like it would also limit liability and...
if you want to bring this into reality, Oculus Rift, you could do some of this with the Oculus Rift. Oh, it's worth it.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Wouldn't you get a cease and desist from Microsoft or Mojang?
Well, yeah, I'm sure I'd have to work with them.
You could call it Angecraft.
I could.
Angecraft.
And working in hand with this AI and Angela's artificial Minecraft world will be CNN's drones. CNN has gotten permission from the FCC to pilot drones for journalism. CNN's doing the testing. Will be working in hand with the government, like they always do.
Totally should be allowed.
Yeah.
Drones for journalism.
I love it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, except for Paul Tosh is going to be out of a job soon. Our local...
he doesn't want to be in a helicopter that long. They're just burning gas. There's no reason for him to be up in the sky that long. You know?
Paul Tosh loves to fly.
No, I don't know.
Right.
There was a radio station in L.A. where the guy in the helicopter that did the traffic had this part of the show where they did flesh for Skylord, and girls would call in and they go out onto the roof of their building, strip down, and he would find them with the helicopter.
Wow.
And you could,
Wow.
Now you can do it with drones. Well, and think about it like this. Like, you're going to tune in the TV, it's going to be...
This is CNN Breaking News.
From the drone. Yeah.
Wow. Well, at least if the drone's doing it, he could just left mouse.
You know what's going to become a thing? What's going to become a thing is people shooting down CNN drones and then posting them on YouTube. Look at this guy right here. He's shooting down a drone right there. This is going to be the new hobby.
That's great.
Like, people are going to be tweeting out, I shot down a drone. I shot down a CNN drone.
They're probably going to get arrested, but...
Maybe.
But that's kind of cool.
Look at this guy. Let's see.
You see how I'm okay with freedom of the press and freedom to shoot it down?
Look at that.
The federal government is too big and too powerful. More taxes and regulations.
I love it. They got
drone hunters. Yeah, I see a new reality show coming.
So CNN will be piloting this program, and if things go well, they'll probably expand it to other news organizations and then maybe out to us lowly podcasters one day.
Yep.
Hey,
you could take a drone down with another drone.
Yeah.
And it shoots a net.
No,
fishing line at it.
Drone wars are a thing. You can find them on YouTube, and they are no joke. These casings they make for these drones, they can fly through fire. They smash them with bats and hammers. They slam them into each other. They drop them out of the sky, and they are super tough. They get all lit up with LEDs, and then they fly into each other.
Wow.
What was that device that you used to be able to buy that you could use to turn off TVs in bars and stuff?
Oh yeah,
that was your face.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Did the show come to an end there?
I had a friend that had that on his watch for a little while, Popey, and he could go in there on his watch and turn off TVs and stuff. And
that's fine. You can move on. That's fine.
I was just joking. My
HTC One.
Don't be
can do
offended.
it too.
Okay, good.
If anybody out there has an HTC One, it'll do it.
I was more thinking that you could make a portable device that could transmit on whatever the frequencies that the...
Hello.
Sorry, that's my Ubuntu phone.
That's so beautiful.
The frequencies that the whoever's controlling the drones and like press a button and just make them drop out of the sky.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. And then they'll go over there, they'll collect the drone, and they just won themselves a drone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually happened in the military space. I don't know the exact details, but didn't Iran?
You've seen the video of the
that's how
guy
they
who
claimed
said,
it.
"My first day with a drone."
No. What's this?
Oh, it's brilliant. Google it. There's a YouTube video. This guy, my first day with a drone, and it's just footage of the guy flying the drone.
Oh,
and then
my gosh.
slowly falls
Now
out
there's
the
a
sky.
love edition. Do I want the love edition? No, probably
Yeah,
not. Oh, I
no,
do?
not the love edition.
Not the
No,
love
you
edition.
don't.
Okay,
No,
all right.
no.
Okay,
Elroy in the chat room
It's
says,
quite
"Get
good
off
fun.
my airspace."
Now, is this it right here? Am I looking at the right one where he's flying over the house?
I can't see, but I can hear it, and it sounds like it's into grass. And is there water directly beneath it?
What do you... Theater of the mind,
I think
Andy, what do
it
you see
finds
there?
the water. That's you know.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
there's
the
some
toast
puddles.
Going
Ish.
peanut butter side down.
Yeah, I would love to be able to do that.
That looks so cool.
Especially if you had like a headset like they did in that Verge video we watched. Oh my gosh, I want that so bad. And I think we're going to have to get one of these. Okay, here we go. So he's flying in. There's a big puddle underneath him.
So this is the drone?
Yeah, this is the camera from the drone, the camera feed from the drone.
Oh, sweet.
I think he got it for Christmas. And
No,
yeah,
don't go in the water. Oh, no. Oh, no, he's crawling through the water. Oh, no.
Oh, man, he just barely made it.
Oh, my gosh.
Holy crap.
Oh, my gosh.
Poor guy.
And he got all of that on camera, too. Wow, I'll put a link to that in the show notes for you audio listeners. It comes into the last couple of moments of the video. That is...
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That was
That's
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah, that was great. All right, so, whew. Boy, that kind of still makes me want one, though. And I want to take it. I want to go up to Linux Fest Northwest, and I want to fly
Jeez,
around the
no
whole
kidding.
campus and get video
Yeah.
of it.
Dude!
I know.
Or on the show floor, but I don't know if they'll allow that.
Jupiter on location.
Dat B-roll. Dat would be the best podcast B-roll
Seriously.
ever.
Seriously.
Oh, seriously.
All right. So we know what else is the best? Your support over at patreon.com/today, where you can support the entire Jupiter Broadcasting Network. All of our shows, some new stuff we have in the works. We're relaunching How To Linux, and we want to help everybody that's involved financially, so that way they're incentivized to continue to contribute and get rewarded for it. We'll be funding that through your support. We may initially, depending on the scope of How To Linux once it relaunches, restart its own Patreon. We'll do that we always do that on internal assessment on cost. Initially, though, we'll assume that cost out of pocket, and we do that thanks to the runway you've provided us over at patreon.com/today. 427 of you are signed up, helping out the Jupiter Broadcasting Network, and we really appreciate it. Patreon.com/today. Support your favorite Jupiter Broadcasting shows and keep us a little weird.
We totally need a drone target.
Yeah. You know, a drone. Oh my
yeah.
gosh, we should do a drone milestone. That'd be great.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and then we'll go out there and get it. And then we'll go, and the Tech Talk today will be filled with drone footage. So I'm going to attempt to do something neat for myself this week. This is a little therapy for Chris. I'm going to try to end every episode this week with a Star Trek video game clip.
Okay.
And I want to kick it off big. For the first video, this is a commercial for a game that never shipped, but was one of the most highly anticipated games of the 90s. It's called Star Trek: The Secret of Vulcan Fury. And what you're about to see are graphics that were so far beyond anything of the time. Full voice acting, incredible CG, and it never shipped. It was from Interplay. And I really encourage you to go on YouTube and watch some of the gameplay videos because there's bits and pieces. And at one point in time, somebody found some of the source code again and rebuilt some of it. It was incredible. And as a Star Trek fan, I will never forget waiting and being so disappointed where it never shipped. But now I look back and it makes me smile. So here it is, the Star Trek game that never was. See you tomorrow, everybody. Join us live, jblive.tv, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. Bye-bye.
In the 23rd century, at a time of exploration and discovery, a long-forgotten secret that divided an ancient world threatens to destroy interstellar peace. Now, you must decide who to trust and who to fear.